Hello everyone and welcome back to the R&M Lab channel. Today I want to tell you how this new project came to life. A few days ago, a very dear friend of mine, a true retro gaming enthusiast, challenged me. He asked if it was possible to create a miniature arcade cabinet dedicated to the legendary Space Invaders to add to his private collection. He told me he had seen several similar projects online, but he wanted something unique, custom-made just for him. I didn't have to think twice. I got straight to work analyzing the technical possibilities to satisfy his request. The goal I set from the very beginning was clear. I didn't just want to create something beautiful to look at. I wanted to design it so that building it would be simple, low cost, and, most importantly, accessible to everyone, even those without a fully equipped workshop. After building several prototypes to optimize the internal space and the components, I thought, why not share all of this with you? So I decided to make this step-by-step demonstration video. This way, all DIY and retro gaming fans can build one with their own hands and maybe even customize it to their liking. Keep watching the video. Now, let's take a look at the technical heart of this project. To manage the game logic and graphics, I chose an Arduino Uno R3 paired with a 2.8-inch TFT LCD Shield. This display provides excellent visual quality for a cabinet of this size. Regarding the controls, I went with a classic joystick and a push button, which are essential for recreating that genuine arcade feel. Everything is assembled on a small prototyping breadboard using standard jumper wires for the connections. An important detail is the audio section. To bring the sounds of Space Invaders to life, I built a simple amplification circuit. I used a 2N2222 transistor and a 100 ohm resistor to drive a small speaker, allowing the iconic game sounds to be played clearly. The power supply is handled by a battery pack consisting of 2 lithium-ion batteries connected via a male-to-female power cable. This ensures great battery life and makes the cabinet completely portable. As you can see, the wiring is very straightforward and beginner-friendly. To assist you with the assembly, you will find the detailed wiring diagram in the description below, and you can also see it appearing on the screen right now as we speak. I wanted to clarify one important point that makes this project truly special. I decided to use the Arduino Uno and the 2.8-inch TFT LCD Shield for a very specific reason. As you can see in the video, the display plugs directly into the Arduino board without the need for extra wires or complicated connections. It is specifically designed to be stacked on top of the Arduino, which speeds up the build, keeps it compact, and makes it incredibly easy for anyone to assemble. We are now nearing the end of the hardware assembly. However, keep in mind that this stage is not yet final. Before we complete the build, we first need to upload the code to the Arduino and test the system. Once we have verified that everything is working perfectly and the game is running smoothly, we will proceed with the final assembly and secure everything inside the mini cabinet. Now, let's move to the PC to upload the code. Open your Arduino IDE and always remember to select the correct board, in this case, the Arduino Uno and the proper communication port. As usual, you can find the full source code in the description below, along with the wiring diagram we discussed earlier. Once the code is uploaded, we will immediately test it to ensure the buttons, joystick, and sound are all working perfectly. To give this project a proper home, I built a small cabinet that echoes the style of the legendary 1978 arcade machines, but in miniature form. While the code is transferring, enjoy this time lapse of the cabinet build, showing you how I put the structure together step by step. We have finally reached the stage of the final assembly inside the small cabinet I built. Before we move forward, I wanted to apologize for not being able to film the painting process. Unfortunately, I had to work outside the lab because of the fumes, and since I work alone without a cameraman, it was impossible to manage the outdoor filming. However, I am already organizing new equipment for the future, so I can show you every single detail, even outside my workshop. For this project, I chose a design that reflects my personal taste, but the beauty of DIY is exactly this: each of you can build it with the shape and colors you prefer. In fact, if you don't have a way to build a case, you can easily leave the electronics exposed on a base. The circuit will work without any problems. My goal was to evoke the unmistakable style of the 70s and 80s, the golden age of arcades and bars, where these giant cabinets represented true science fiction to us, something magical that made us dream. I want to stop for a moment on a bit of history because it's fascinating to see how far technology has come. Those original cabinets were massive, heavy structures that used large CRT monitors. Inside, the game's logic board was enormous and incredibly complex. As you can see from the images I'm showing on the screen, they used 3 or 4 giant electronic boards stacked on top of each other. All that power and space was needed just to move stylized aliens in black and white. Today, thinking that all that complex hardware has been replaced by a tiny Arduino that fits in the palm of your hand and is at least 100 times faster and more powerful than those old boards is truly extraordinary. Back then, it would have been absolutely unthinkable, pure magic. But now, enough talking, the assembly is finished and everything is in place. It's a moment we've all been waiting for. Let's turn on the system, play a game, and travel back together for a moment to the legendary year 1978. we have reached the end of this video. I truly hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane and that it inspired you for your future projects. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, or if you have any suggestions for upcoming creations. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. It's a simple gesture, but it's essential to make sure you don't miss any future videos and to support the work I do here in the lab. Share this video with your friends, especially those who, like us, are true fans of retro gaming and electronics. Now, this mini cabinet is finally ready. I'm going to deliver it to my dear friend, and I'm sure he'll be thrilled to add it to his private collection. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for staying with me until the end. As always, I'll see you in the next video, right here at Arduino Lab. Bye for now.